Hello friends, have you been listening to a buzz about a cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin and its underlying technology called blockchain? Are you completely unaware about the blockchain? Do you wish to understand the blockchain in the simplest form? If yes, this is the right video for you. In this video, I will explain the basic terminology behind blockchain in easiest language and with the simple example. I hope this video will help you in understanding the blockchain easily. So let's fasten the seatbelt and get started. If two persons wish to communicate with each other, there are two ways. First, they directly talk to each other, and second, they keep a middleman in between. For example, if you want to talk to your friend, then you directly call him or her. But if you wish to transfer a money to your friend's account, then you need a trusted middleman or a third party such as bank. There are pros and cons of using bank as a trusted party. Bank charges its fees and there is some communication delay. So, can we have a mechanism wherein we transfer a money to our friend fast and securely without any interference of any bank? For this example, the solution could be a blockchain. To understand how blockchain works, we need to understand some simple terminology related to networking. Over here, I have shown the three different architecture called centralized, decentralized and distributed. As shown in the first figure, in centralized mechanism, all other nodes or entities are connected to a central entity or server. But the issue over here is, what if the central entity or server gets failed? If so, the whole network will go down. To avoid it, there is an extension to it which is called a decentralized architecture, wherein rather than having one central node, there are clusters and each cluster is having a cluster head and each such cluster heads are talks to each other. But in this architecture also, what if any cluster head gets failed? In this case also, the cluster may be separated from the rest of the network. And the last architecture which is used in a blockchain network is a distributed architecture wherein there is no central entity and each node talks to its neighboring node and the data is propagated through passing the information from node to its neighbors. In this way, even if one or more nodes are not alive, there will be an alternative path for the data to be sent from one node to another. Now let's try to understand a blockchain. As the name suggests, it is a chain of blocks. So before we understand what is chain, let us try to understand a block. Here, each block is comprising of some transactions. Now you may wonder what is a transaction. For example, if you withdraw rupees 5,000 from your account, which could be one transaction. Someone else deposit rupees 20,000 in your account, which is another transaction. Hence, each such transactions are recorded in each block and every block is having some capacity of storing such transactions. For example, each block in this chain stores 1000 transactions. So first 1000 transaction would be stored in the first block, second 1000 transaction would be stored in a second block and henceforth. So it is a chain which is getting longer and longer when we add a block to it. And blocks are also generated if the transaction occurs. So it's like a special train where initially there is only engine at railway station, then first coach come and first 1000 passengers are kept in first compartment. Then second coach comes and all the passengers from 1000 to 2000 are kept in a second coach and likewise coaches are added. As the engine in the train, the first block of the blockchain is a special block which is called the Genesis block and it contains some special information about the chain which would be not discussed here. So let's move to the distributed architecture of a network again. Here we can see the distributed architecture of a blockchain where each node carries the same copy of a block or a data file having the list of transactions. These transactions are stored in a blockchain only if every node verify and decide to store it. Here, every node share the same copy of a data file, so assume if any attacker or intruder wants to alter the data of one file, he has to hack the thousands of computers in a network. So it's highly difficult to hack and hence the network is very secured. Here are few more reasons why blockchain is getting popular. The very first is there is no centralized authority. There is no centralized authority and storage, so even if any node fails, the network will not get affected. Data is shared and stored at every node, so there is no loss of data. The network has a high fault tolerance. Second, there is no central point of attack. There is no central server and data is shared and stored at every node in a network. Attack on a single node cannot affect the network and alter block can easily be identified and discarded by nodes. So it is highly secure. There is no need of third-party intervention. All the transactions are executed directly between the nodes. That leads to fast, efficient, transparent and secure execution. Blockchain is a tampered proof due to a secure method and network to store and maintain the data. Due to all these characteristics, blockchain gets popular among many applications. Here I have listed few of them like healthcare, retail, supply chain management and many more. Hope this video will help you to understand the blockchain. If you like the video, then please like and subscribe and press the bell icon to get the new video update. Thank you.